I agree with that. And this is do or die, winner take all, like you mentioned. Uh, it's really a shame that both of these teams were in Challenger League last season, but under some different rosters. It's a bit of a shame that none of them are going to be in Challenger League. Well, not none of them, I should say, but at least one of them won't be in Challenger League this next season. So it's unfortunate how it works out like that, but things happen.
Carnage and Mush were actually teammates last season, which little maybe rivalry there. And I actually teamed with Mush when I filled in for Sinister at DreamHack Austin when we beat Mouse Esports.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I played with Mush, so I'm good friends with people on both teams. Honestly, I feel like our bad is like slightly better, but I think they're pretty close. My team has scrimmed both of these teams, and I think they're actually like pretty close to each other. But I think our bad, if they play like they do in scrims, maybe has a slight advantage.
Yeah, and I know that our bad recently picked up Rav. I think it was a little bit before the second or third qualifier. Rav had recently turned 18. He's one of the better support players that I've noticed in this game. He takes on the roles nobody else wants to. He'll do hard breach and smoke, and if you've ever seen him play, his crosshair placement's actually pretty insane. He's a great player all around. He can do whatever the team needs him to do. I think our bad probably has the edge on Goober Squad here.
But the bands real quick.
Yeah.
So they were
Glass, Blackbeard, Valkyrie, and Maestro.
Okay. Operator band. Glass, Blackbeard,
Valkyrie, and Maestro.
Okay. All right, so one thing I did want to mention is I've actually seen our bad play Consulate every single time they've been on stream. Like, it's literally always been one of the 3 maps. So if you're Goober Squad, there is like a lot of footage on our bad playing Consulate that you can maybe use to your advantage in how to play against them. We're gonna see the lovely alibi pick here for. I'm assuming he's 6th off of that, but I guess not. He's keeping it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean Nightmare.
Let's see what he's doing with alibi. You know, when you bring alibi, I just have to see how you're using all of its wealth of utility. They do bring a mirror too, actually. So I'm assuming. I was curious if they're gonna do like a bathroom mirror, but it looks like they're setting up for maybe a connector mirror. I honestly can't tell yet. Like an admin and a connector mirror, maybe.
Yeah, there's. I was casting the CCS qualifiers earlier, and I saw Team Xeno. They were playing against Silas Gorillas. The way they used one of the mirrors for bathroom, instead of reinforcing the walls looking towards the console office, they reinforced the wall looking over to bathroom, and then they shoot out the double bathroom walls looking over at yellow stairs. So if anyone's pushing up yellow stairs, they'll be met with a mirror, and then whoever's playing on that mirror can just quickly on over and just quickly tap the whoever comes up the head.
So immediately looking at what our bad is already doing, this is like, so they've gone console every time I've watched them play. And this kind of goes back to me saying there's a lot of footage available on our bad, whereas if you're Goober Squad, you probably know they're pushing console. So I kind of would like to just see them stacking for this push, because I literally have never seen them go admin. And the one time they did, they just got like slaughtered. Like they had no idea how to take it. So it does look like they're kind of, they have the connector mirror. They put a lot of utility, it seems like, in this area. But I don't like that from our bad already. Just kind of like not changing. And he was too late on the Jaeger trick. So that's a nice kill there by Tuffy. Good grenade. That also is going to give them yellow control.
Yeah, that's a really big impact frag because eliminates the barbed wire, takes down the Jaeger, and it puts you in man advantage. So it allows you to have at least a certain flank watch. Rav's going to go ahead and drone out the mirror that was playing inside a bathroom. Tuffy's gonna go ahead and open up the floorboards underneath inside of antechamber. Try to see if we can find anyone playing in the connector.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Trying to see if anybody's on yellow. Yeah, so they do have yellow. There's a player in bathroom like holding a soft angle on it though.
Yeah. So the mirror's not being played inside a bathroom. It's gonna be played connector, trying to prevent anyone that's repelling on the B windows from coming in. Cali, or actually Euphoria, will drone out. I think that was the alibi. I'm not sure, but whoever's behind the bathroom wall. Yeah. So also one thing to also notice that Euphoria is using the AUG compared to the Commando.
One thing that I think is kind of interesting is so the way they're defending yellow, he actually can't like go up it completely because the angles are like kind of weird to where if he actually tries to go top yellow, he can get crossfired around. They are smoking off, but looks like it's more of a bait.
Yeah, he still has a smoke grenade to work with on Cali. 5v2 after the attackers, and it's just the mirror and the dock that are left alive. So Cali's just pretty much trying to provide cover for Raph to swing in. And right away, the dock's going to die, so it's all up to Tranks on the mirror, pushing on through. Finds two, gets one down. It's going to be the Zofia down here. Finishes off the frag. Zofia. Yeah. Swings on through, finds this down, and the frag. The plant has gone down successfully. Tranks needs to find 3 in order to win the round, but Cali is still on the rappel. Finds a very nice shot onto Cali. Will instead elect to rotate over to yellow stairs, trying to see if he can find a plant underneath. But Tuffy's going to finish him off downstairs in piano, and Arbad are going to take round number 1.
Pretty dominant round there from Arbad. Obviously, it's a 5v1. Really nice try there at the end by Trinks. That was honestly just not great positioning from Arbad to even allow him like to turn that into a 2v1. But you know, from Arbad, kind of the same push we've seen them do. They just got all the picks. There was a kind of a bad flank by Nightmare, and that's kind of what I was like referring to in the prep phase when he had alibi. Is like, if you're gonna go console, that's a site where you can play C4 under. It's a site with like, I almost think of it as like garage in a way. Is if you kill their initial push into the window, like you almost win the round because then the bomb is just stuck like in front of the window. So you know, they are dropping it this round, which I'm glad. But just the alibi pick doesn't bring you the utility that's like super useful for kind of defending top, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was all really poor positioning to come out from Arbad. No, yeah, Arbad. There's no way that Trank should have made it from a 5v1 into a 2v1. Even if he gets the frag onto Tuffy, that's really, really bad. And I don't even think he would have time to rotate up yellow stairs and make it for a defuse in time, given that she's in free armor.
Yeah, I want to see if like, it kind of is what I was saying. It's just like, you know, Arbad, if they watch any VODs on them, which for a match like this, I'm assuming you studied your opponent. You know what they're going to do. Like they're not changing things. So I just want to see like basically just stack for them to push console. Let's see if they're going to do it again. And it looks like they're in position once again. Oh no, actually, not sure what they're doing yet. Yeah, it looks like they are going to go console. They're kind of spawned all over the map, so.
Yeah, maybe they'll try to go for an admin take this time and try to throw off Goober squad.
No, it looks like, yeah, they're going to do a console take again with that Claymore. Yeah. I also do believe this is Arbad's map pick. So obviously for them, they want to, you know, they kind of want to establish dominance. When I casted them against Taishu, which was Benji's team, which was a team I think a lot of people thought would make CL, they 6-0'd them on attack on Consulate on this map. So getting off to these like fast attack sides, I think are big for not only Arbad being their map, but their like mindset going into this.
Yeah, moving on to the first minute of play here, not a whole lot of action has happened, but our Goober squad seem to be a bit more situated towards admin this time, and they're I think it was Nightmare that went for a flank early last time, so I think he's gonna try to play it off a bit a bit more passive and try to go for a later flank that's needed, and Mush switching off the Jaeger and giving it to Nightmare could be proving well for Mush, and since they pre-placed 2 ADSs there, it'll give Mush a lot more leeway to play on the yellow stairs.
I really dislike how Arbad is taking yellow with nobody on Skylight. So they're just like, Mush is able to just run around and get out for free, and they really don't even have any eyes on it to watch. Like, he could rotate back into yellow right now, and they would have no idea, because they're all 5 on the ground. And, like, how is this console window not open? Look where he's standing. He's literally in front of the window. You know, he should not be able to do that.
Yeah, Mush finds the opening frag onto Euphoria. That's the IQ dead, so a lot of electronic utility will not be getting scanned out and taken out easily. Mush is going to try to hold the top of yellow stairs, and I think that's going to be Tuffy playing on the yellow stairs, if I'm not mistaken. Rav coming up for a drone, confirming Mush's position. Mush swings on through, but Tuffy's there for the retrade.
That's too aggressive a play from Mush. He didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
They have wasted a lot of time, though. We're at 30 seconds now. The Jaeger's kind of going to need to make a play, I think, here. I don't know why he's shooting down the front door, though, give away his position.
I think he's trying to bait out, see if anyone's repelling on the A balcony, so they can react and waste time that way. But Trank's moving on into the B bomb site, but his mirror has been
wasting a lot of time. There's 10 seconds left, so if he can stop this, I think his C4 got stuck on the wall.
I think so too. Tuffy finds one and Carnage with another. It's all up to Tranks yet again in the 1v4. Time's running out, and Tuffy's there to shut things down, and our bad will move on up 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, there was a lot better job from a Goober. I keep forgetting their name. Goober squad. It's just like such a ridiculous name. they did such a great job there, like delaying a ton of time. As we saw, our bad wasn't even smoking in until like 15 seconds, and they all kind of just died at once. So that's almost like when you're at that point, it's just like stay alive. Because watching the Arbad push, they just like smoke off and try to jump in, but they're not running a glass or anything, so you can run through the smoke. Like, they can't see you. So it's almost more important to play your life there. And on Mush, he made a big error, in my opinion. Kind of like, he got a kill on yellow, he got droned, and then rather just kind of like play off of yellow like a soft angle, he tried to like, he basically just ran into yellow and gave away his life. And that was kind of like where it started spiraling out of control. So, you know, that was a lot closer round. Honestly, a round that I think Goober Squad should have won, but they kind of, like, in my opinion, threw that away, to be honest.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Yeah, Goober Squad's been off to a very bad start so far. Granted, it's a defender-sided meta, but, you know, so far, at least in this match, it looks to be attacker favored.
And that window, that connector mirror they do was doing more harm to them than good, to be honest. It was getting open every time, which opens like a giant sightline for your opponent. They weren't able to like contest connector window at all, so they could just get it open for free. So if I'm them and I go back upstairs, I don't even bother bringing Mira. I feel like it's causing them more issues than it's not. It hasn't helped at all. So I just want to see them maybe do more of like a normal kind of consulate hold.
Yeah. Maybe they could also do the mirror on the bathroom wall facing the window, and they shoot out the yellow stairs wall looking into bathroom, and it'll allow Mush to play a lot more safer and a lot more passive. Because he could, like with the Jaeger ADSs, he could play on yellow stairs, and that's fine. But once those ADSs get burned, he just moves on back over to the bathroom mirror, and he can play those yellow stairs a lot more safely, and he has a lot more control to work with.
Yeah, so I was waiting to see if it looked like they were initially going to do like a console clear where they don't clear out the map, but as you can see, Tuffy and Euphoria are clearing through. So it's going to be important here to see how fast they can take control of Piano and if this Jaeger gets a kill. He actually does get one, but they trade it.
Yeah, Tuffy falls, or Tuffy's going to take down Nightmare, and I think that was Callie? No. I don't know how that was, but it's the Sophia that falls.
It was Carnage.
Carnage, that's right. Carnage is the Sophia main for their attacks on this map. Tuffy's gonna try to situate above on the second floor, and this provides him a lot more cover, and it also allows him to open up the floor a lot more safer than if he was on the piano floor, because if he's on the piano, you can just have a C4 come out from mirror or mute, or a toxic babe just come out onto the ceiling and just blast him away.
So it looks like Euphoria is trying to kind of sneak down the back and get a little cheeky pick. Also, while I'm talking, Dr. Jodo, thank you for gifting a sub to Wavy. Max, thank you for Twitch Prime sub. Cheer, thank you for Twitch Prime sub. So Euphoria has pretty good position here. and that he can kind of cut off any kind of flanks from the back. And now they're kind of, they gave up bathroom, and now they kind of have just the free reign, basically, to buck out all of PN now. Although it does look like Ozone's able to sneak up yellow and get a quick kill there.
Yeah, Cali falls, and that's their smoke's gone too. So this is gonna be a really bad round for our bad, and this is looking very good right now for Goober squad to win their first round. Thermite's gonna go ahead and open up the garage wall with the last 40 seconds left to play. And Echo Drum will come around the yellow stairs to give information to Ozone, so he's not alone. He'll get droned out on the yellow stairs by Rav.
It's a little confusing to me how they're allowing Ozone to play this position. Like, it's really easy to push him out of here. It does look like the IQ is pushing down the back now, which the smoke is in a pretty bad position if he does.
Yeah, I think Euphoria got the down onto the mirror there. So time's really
They
running low.
were able to pick him up, actually.
Yes, time's running low. Ozone's gonna find the frag, and he'll shut down the plant. 1v4 now for Tuffy. Finds one onto Dez, but he immediately gets traded out by Ozone. And Goober squad are finally going to win their first round in 3 rounds.
Yeah, so much better defense from Goober squad there, holding lobby. I mean, to be honest, it just came down to the picks, right? So they've got a pick. They pick Carnage in main lobby, and they're able to rotate down without getting picked back. They kind of just traded it even, which if you're on defense, you'll always take even trades. And then they got the pick on yellow, which gave them numbers, and nobody was able to trade that. I'm a little confused how the smoke was able to, like, sit on yellow when we saw that IQ was in the back hall, like, for, I believe, like, a minute 30. I don't know how he was able to sit there. Like, that's pretty much a free kill for the IQ. And it was also unfortunate, obviously, the IQ wasn't able to kind of clean up that second kill. But a good defense nonetheless from Goober squad there. And they are going to go lobby, so they kind of have given up hope maybe on their top defense here.
Yeah, looks like Goober squad was able to finally do some adjustments. And lobby's a pretty great bomb site to work with a pulse. He's able to scan for information downstairs in archives, and he can rotate around to the bottom half of Visa stairs, and he can toss up a C4 into lobby should a plant go down at the circle desk.
Yeah, so let's see if he has a C4. Yeah, so they're running 2 C4s. I'm assuming he took Bandit C4 to play underneath. Maybe just do like some early bandits. To be honest, I think mute is a much better pick for lobby than bandit, because you can kind of mute more areas of the map than you would potentially like ever bandit really. Although they are reinforcing garage, so I guess that's the point of it, which to me is kind of strange. Like this obviously telegraphs that you're going to be playing basement. So our bad needs to obviously recognize that, and it does look like since they're pushing admin, they want to go for a main lobby kind of push, that they will need to put somebody in garage to watch out for like lobby hatch C4s obviously. So that's just one thing to look out for, like when they go for their execute, if they actually are like have the awareness to kind of know, hey, they are going to be playing in basement with C4.
Yeah. And it also kind of looks like Goober squad finally screwed their heads on straight after winning that last round. Also, could have just been that our bad didn't capitalize on making their pushes when they needed to. They were just really running out of time. And with Rav planting the diffuser, allowing for Ozone to come around on yellow stairs and get the frag off of him, was really unfortunate for our bad.
To be honest, this defense from Goober squad, I don't like it at all. They just gave them projector for free. So like now there's 2 minutes basically for our bad to work what they need. Because all they need for a lobby plant typically is you take projector, and now you have that hatch to kind of hold the hall. And usually you have to fight for that. They just gave it to them. So they're relying a ton on these like C4s and their echo to basically deny anything. And that echo there from Mush is like just a waste. Like there's nobody there. Why bother with that? You know what I mean? Like what does that accomplish to echo him there?
Right. Before he's gonna be spotting out the legs, I think that's gonna be the echo.
Yeah, that was Mush.
Yeah, it was Mush. So
I was gonna say, kind of poor awareness from him to even get, like, knowing their strat to even try to attempt to like peek that hall. Like they're playing for C4s basically. That's the whole strat. Nightmare does get a pick from Spiral, so it doesn't look like our bad has actually cleared anything under.
Wow, Nightmare picks off 2, and things are looking really good for Goober Squad. And the Pulse hasn't even used his C4, I think, but I think it was the Pulse finding 1 frag. But time's running low for our bad, and they need to make something happen. But both attackers are still upstairs, and Diffuser down in the bomb site. This is looking to be a round going in the favor of Goober Squad, coming up on the final 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean that just goes back to what I kind of said at the beginning of the round. Like they didn't identify that this was being played from underneath. Oh, Euphoria does get 2 huge picks here. Turns it into a 2v2. It's a very winnable round now.
Recovered the bomb diffuser.
Yeah, but the Echo is still alive, so unless Euphoria is able to cancel out the drones, which I think he sees it coming around, he'll be able to stop the plant.
Not in time.
Not in time. So this is looking to go in the hands of our bad since Euphoria got those 2 very big frags. This Mush shuts down Tuffy. It's up to Euphoria in a 1v2. Can he clutch it out? Moving on up is going to be Mush. Euphoria lands the headshot onto Mush. It's all up to Nightmare. Can he win the gunfight?
Oh!
And Euphoria is going to land the headshot onto Nightmare and save the round. That'll be 3 rounds in favor of our bad.
What a throw though from a Goober Squad. How did they? That was a 4v2 with I believe like 20 seconds left. How in the world do they allow an IQ to pick off 2 of them like at the same time from the hatch? Like it's a 4v2. You know you killed the bomb in lobby. Literally just sit there and wait. They have to pick up the bomb and plant. So when he's planting, it's a 1v3 for the guy holding. Like literally just sit in a corner at that point. They even still had an Echo who could just hold the bomb. Like that was such a misplay from Goober Squad to kind of give back around. That was a misplay from our bad. Because as we saw, our bad didn't identify at all that Goober Squad was playing from underneath there and kind of just walked into the trap. And Goober Squad was just more than happy to give that round back. That was just, wow. Like, terribly cleared by our bad, and then even worse on the, like, playing the situation from Goober Squad. That's a round that you have to get from them. That's a 4v2 under 30 seconds with bomb down in lobby and an Echo drone on the board. Just really, a really bad misplay.
Yeah, I think the positioning was really bad coming out from Goober Squad. They allowed Euphoria to get 2 free frags above the hatch, like you mentioned. And then, you know, Euphoria comes up big with the 4K after Mush fragged out Tuffy. I think it was Tuffy that was left alive. Either way, Euphoria comes up massive with the 4K and gives our bad a cushioned 2-round lead.
That was just, that round's gonna hurt. I want to see if Goober Squad's kind of tilted from that round. Because honestly, if I was like on a team that just did that, people would be getting cooked right now.
Yeah, that was a very big throw. I don't understand how anybody in any
like
world
even if
allows that to happen.
even if he kills 1 person from the hatch, where in the world where are they both? Like that they're just walking around like aimlessly. They had an Echo. They didn't need to peek anything. Just really confusing to me.
I think Mush was trying to save his drones for the IQ, but even then, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. She hasn't gotten on her scanner throughout the entire match until her teammate's going for the plant. But even then, your drone's all the way over by what spiral stairs maybe, and it just couldn't find anything.
So we do see that Goober Squad's elected to go upstairs, which they have failed on their hold twice. Mush is playing a much more aggressive position this round, in that he's already inside a piano, though. And I don't know that they know he's there. It didn't look like anybody was on that drone. So he might have the opportunity to make, like, a big play here if they kind of don't re-drone bathroom. Goober Squad is kind of... Or, sorry, our bad is kind of wasting a lot of time here, though. Because they haven't established yellow control, and we're at a minute 20. And Nightmare just got a pick on the IQ.
Yeah, that bodes really well right now for our bad. I'm sorry, for Goober Squad. Nightmare being able to shut down Euphoria, who's been the hot hand, yeah, it's been the hot hand for our bad.
He
so
clutched the 1v3.
Yeah.
They're just
Mush
and Mush does get the pick from bathroom. Like I said, they didn't re-drone it after they got the drone there, and now he's getting freak. Is he about to turn this into a damn freak show? He is. Yep, there it is.
Oh no, he gets the frag. Hello.
And another
1v5
one
now
bites
for
dust.
Rav. Oh my god, Rav is in another 1v5 as we've seen time and time again.
He sees him outside. He wants the freebie. He's like, if we're losing this round, I'm at least getting a kill. You would have thought.
Yeah, Mush is just playing
Don't
cat
give it to him, Mush.
Defender exposed.
Mush is just waiting for Rav to come around and peek, and just like that, Nightmare swings around and he'll shut him down. And
so that's more what I was talking about, and countering. Like, it took them to the third round to do it, but just planks, like, heavily invested to them taking console. Try to fight for piano, try to fight for lobby. Just make them uncomfortable in their routine. Like, as Goober score, or sorry, our bad, as we've seen, have basically done the same thing every round when they're attacking console. So, obviously, like, when you keep doing the same thing, it's easier to counter and know, like, the positions you can play. It's just, in my opinion, for Goober Squad, they kind of should have been doing that from the beginning and maybe not necessarily wait until, you know, your third attempt at holding console to do it. But good adaptation from them. Good round. On our bad side, that was pretty terrible droning. They didn't clear basically anything. It was like they threw a drone there, and they're like, well, that'll scare him off, and then just never got back on a drone. They were just I think 3 people died to players from Piano, and that's just kind of unexcusable.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
yeah, Mush really came up big there. He found 3 frags. He flanked from Piano all the way from lobby, just took his time, hit in bathroom for about 30 seconds until he made his move. And one thing that I've really noticed with our bad is that they always leave, more often than not, they always tend to leave Rav in a 1vx situation, and it's really bad. It can be an offense or defense. Rav will more than likely be on a 1vx.
That's kind of the job with the support player. Unfortunately, here, as you see, he's 0-3, so he hasn't really had he hasn't been able to get any of those kills, and then Callie's also 0-4. It's really tough in Euphoria right now doing like all the heavy lifting, especially Euphoria. That one round, I think he had a 4K in that clutch. And if you're Goober Squad, kind of kick yourself in the butt, because they should be up 3-2 right now with a chance to go up 4-2, whereas right now they're just playing to go on attack, you know, at a draw.
Yeah, so if Goober Squad wants to walk away happy, they need to win this next round and force a tie going into the next half. But on our bad side of things, they want to have a lot of cushion moving into their defense, and it'll give them a lot more confidence if they make this next split at a 4-2.
And keep in mind, this is our bad's map pick, so they definitely need this and want, you know, they want to go up 4-2. Like, this is their map. They don't want it to be close. They, like, you kind of want to send a message, especially in a match like this, where it's like win or take all, basically. So they have cleared out up top, but as you see, they are going to have to deal with a piano hold. I can't tell. It looks like there's just one player in piano. As before, we saw the Jaeger actually got a pick there. So Dez is basically just going to try to fight for his life and then drop it. He doesn't need to die for bathroom, obviously.
Yeah, we're going to move on up to half of the round, and no one's fallen yet, but I don't know if Dez will get pushed out just yet, but already we're going to see an impact above the reinforced wall. I think that might be Tuffy from above.
Yeah, it's a buck. He's bucking out above. But, like, the longer Dez can stay alive here, the more issues it's going to cause. So they still haven't cleared him out. I don't know if they still know his... See, Euphoria's is, like, literally in front of him, just completely unaware. Like, how is that not drone?
No. How is that?
Yeah, how do you let him... They're just assuming he left.
That is absolutely poor droning coming out from our bad, and Euphoria once again the opening.
He doesn't even need a drop to stay in there. They already opened garage. Make them kill you at this point.
Yeah, he has a whole 58 seconds to work with, and with no one in antechamber anymore.
With an echo helping him.
Yeah, Rav is Mush is going to be able to provide a ton of information for Dez. It's almost cheating at this point for Dez, but right as I say that, Nightmare.
And then the Jaeger's able to flank because they're so worried about him.
Yeah, Nightmare flanks up the Visa stairs and takes down Tuffy, and this is looking really bad for our bad. Carnage is going to push down the spiral stairs with half a minute left to play. Callie takes down Ozone. That's the smoke dead on the yellow stairs, but pushing on in. Rav finds his first frag of the map. Callie with the second on some Mush. 3v2, and the defense is completely falling apart. Rav going to go for the plant. Carnage with the frag.
Oh my gosh.
That is a complete waste and throw. That is
again, a 5v3 for Goober squad. It seemed like to me that Mush was too focused on echoing like above, and they were just running through the site, killing all of his team while he was on his echo trying to help the bathroom. And then the mute was off site and the Jaeger was off site, so they weren't able to rotate down. And I don't know what the site players for Goober squad were doing that they allowed basically Tuffy and Callie, I think it was Callie and Tuffy, to just march through the site. Like, what are they doing? There was no piano control from our bad, so the floor wasn't bucked out. There was a player worried about the player in bathroom above. There was one player pushing from back Visa, so there were literally 2 people just walking through site, somehow able to kill everyone when there was no vertical pressure. So I don't understand the positions of Goober squad there to kind of like allow that to happen. That's another round they've lost. They should be at 4-2. Keep in mind, if you lose this match, you don't get a second chance. This is it. So I don't know if there's just pressure or like of the moment, if they're just, you know, nervousness, but that can't happen. You can't afford to be throwing away rounds like that when this is your last chance. If you lose this game, Challenger League is not for another 6 months. You will have nothing to do in comp for 6 months if you lose this game. And they have thrown 2 rounds away to, like, basically mistakes that should never happen. Just really bad, you know, it's not their map, so it's not over for them, but losing these rounds are pretty, like, detrimental to your spirit as a team, almost.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that's a lot of like really simple basic siege.
Attackers are moving
I
to defuse the
mean,
bomb.
even it's ranked stuff. It's basic siege. It's something that should never be happening, but Goober squad just somehow manages to throw it away. I don't understand how they're letting it happen, but hopefully a change of sides will fix it for them. And they need to win the next 6 rounds, I think. No, 5 rounds.
Yeah, so they have to win 5, and then obviously our bad has to win 3. Looks like there's gonna. This is kind of weird.
Carnage gets the opening frag, but Des is going to instantly trade it out onto Tuffy, and Carnage with the second. This is really popping off. Carnage playing on top of Spiral will be instantly shut down by the Duck will be coming out from Mush. Plants will be having to come down for Mush very soon. Oh, wow! That's going to be a very big frag coming out from Rav above the floorboards, but Rav is at 1 HP. It's all up to the Cavatel and the Buck, and this is only the first minute, and we're already at a 3v2. I think Nightmare's just trying to find out Rav's location, but I don't know if Rav's decided to drop him. Nightmare gets very lit up, and Rav is gonna go big, blasting Nightmare away. He has controlled Diffuser above, and that'll be it. Our bad wins another round with Callie coming through the benches, actually upstairs just through piano. That is.
So they tried to. They tried to rush piano, which I like the. Or sorry, they tried to rush back circle, which I like the idea of. The problem is if you're gonna do that, you need to repel onto like Spiral and hold the window, and none of them did that. And Carnage picked off 2 of them running into sight from Spiral. So if they just would have had somebody repelled like top Spiral there to kind of hold the like the Visa flank and running down those back stairs, they win that round. I honestly like that push. Like, I don't necessarily know if I like the push, but I like doing something like unexpected and like creative. Maybe even to like kind of set a tone on attack. And it literally was just like one player was not in position where in my mind where they would need to be for a push like that. And to be honest, it cost them that round. But I do appreciate that effort and good recognition from our bad, especially Carnage. He had 2 big kills on players running into the site. And then Rav had made a nice hole to kind of prevent them from being able to plant side of circle desk, which it looked like he wanted to do. So that was a interesting round from both sides there, really.
Yeah. it's almost just like throw after throw coming out from Goober Squad. This game really should be tied up at the very least a 3-3 from that last round, and right now it should be a 4-3 lead for Goober Squad, but or I'm sorry for our bad, but just the mistakes coming out from Goober Squad, it's almost like they're just shaking in their boots and they just can't seem to get anything going right.
Yeah, quite unfortunate. Again, this isn't their map, so it's not over. But you know, 3 rounds really in my mind they could have won.
Yeah. Also, to talk back on your rant earlier about how the next Challenger League qualifiers will be in 6 months, it reminds me of like how a coach would be with his team, just like the passion that people have for a game, and I'm sure if people watch this back, they'll feel inspired.
It's just to me like, it's like this is, you know, these people are grinding to have like comp careers. Like whether you're aware of it or not, there's actually a lot of money now involved within like pro teams and stuff like that, and salaries, and like just the opportunity to maybe like earn that money playing a game that you love, or like even just to be in the comp scene. If you're not in Challenger League, if you're not in Pro League, there's nothing. You're just playing ranked for another 6 months, joining team after team that are going to break up. You're going to have 50 new teammates between now and the next Challenger League. You're not going to stick together. Like, this is basically your comp career on a line for 6 months. And for that mistakes like that to happen, it's too big of a situation to me to allow that. Like, everybody needs to be at their best, and it doesn't seem like everybody is.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Yeah, and Ozone finds the opening frag onto the smoke, but
There are 3 people. What is...
4 people all on yellow. 3 actually on.
Okay,
Why
guys,
are 4
go
of them
plant
all
the
in
bomb.
yellow?
Go plant.
What is happening? Why are they all huddled
Go
up
plant.
inside
I
the
almost want to
backfield?
type in the chat.
Has been dropped.
Oh my god. Euphoria finds a frag and the diffuser is finally picked back up. Mush will go for the plants, and the Echo Drones are not getting in play. Goober Squad
How?
will grab the diffuser yet again. How are they getting these frags? What is happening? Another frag, and Goober Squad will go up 4v1. Meanwhile, that'll be Tranks getting another frag in a 3v1. This is really, really looking bad. Oh my god. All 4 members of our bad huddled up in bathroom, and 3 members of Goober Squad just flat out die.
How were they able to get the picks, run across into connector? What is happening? Oh no, 1v1 situation.
How is Tranks winning this? Hello? It's a 1v1 and it's all up to Caldi on 1 HP. Either way, this is looking really bad for either squad.
Oh no,
Caldi
gave away his position.
missing the shots onto the thermite.
What? Why is he looking
How does
at
he win? How is our bad winning these rounds? What is happening?
I don't know. I don't know how Tranks didn't know where he looks like towards his back. That was strange to me.
Oh my
Really nice try again from Tranks. It's almost the second time he like had the opportunity to clutch around. But yeah, if you're a Goober Squad, how did they lose that round? All 4 players from our bad were in the bathroom. I don't know if they were like holding hands, if they like, I don't really understand if they were like, I don't even want to know. I don't want to like fathom what they could have possibly been doing in the bathroom together. But how are they able to get picks on them running in the site and then run into connector, run through connector, kill your bomb planter, and none of them got trades? Trank just killed everybody. That was a crazy round from Goober Squad. I don't... They're not all there, and to be honest, I don't even think our bad is playing that well. I think Goober Squad is playing that bad, like a lot of these rounds. Like, how did they lose that round? There were 4 players in the bathroom, and they were able to kill everybody in sight.
That's beyond me. I think the diffuser was on whoever was outside on the A balcony, but still, they're not even trying to go for a plant on the the southeast corner, I think, of a projector. And
well, so what happened was it was like they were doing like a default smoke, but the issue was they didn't need to because there was nobody anywhere. They were all in bathroom. Just smoke off the bathroom at that point. They kind of smoked themselves off and allowed the players from our bad to rotate, like run through. Like it was like I said for our bad earlier. There's no glass or anything. So like when you smoke them off, like if you don't use your smokes good, like if they're not in good positions, you could in theory do as much damage to your own push as you can to their defense. So you kind of just need to like, you just need to evaluate the situation. They're kind of going through like cookie cutter attacks where it's just like, this is what we do now, step 2, this is what we do now, step 3, this is what we do now. You can't do that because not every round, literally no round on this game will ever be the same. Every round, something different will happen. So there's no reason you should always be doing the exact same thing. There should always be some sort of adaptation. Like, they smoked themselves off there and lost that round.
Yeah, this is, wow.
Nice pick from Tuffy there.
Oh, no. Tuffy's just going to slam Dez into the grave. But, you know, our bad looking very strong on this map. Granted, it's their map pick, but, geez, it is an absolute nightmare coming out from Goober Squad.
I mean, they have to clear out Tranks. He has holes, or sorry, Tuffy. He has holes above. They can't ignore him.
Loading glass.
Where's the Ash? Jeez.
This is an absolute mockery right now. Goober Squad.
They
are in
can't
a
go through. They
4v2.
can't. Tuffy can just hold piano because they died to him and nobody rotated.
This is absolutely horrible. Oh my god. I mean, you have your Thermite on 1 HP, and then you have Nightmare. I don't even know where Nightmare is playing at. And Tuffy has 3 goo mines in his pocket, but wow. Okay. Tranks is just gonna rotate up yellow and take down Tuffy, not even aware.
My controller's going crazy, sorry.
I'm lucky. Very good. So Tranks coming down yellow, and you have Nightmare outside a garage, but Tranks has the diffuser in hand. All you have is a Jaeger and a smoke left, so some plant denial left, but there's one playing behind White Van, and the Jaeger is playing inside office, I think. Unless it's the Jaeger behind White Van and the smoke in office, so.
Smoke is mine office. I mean, he should honestly just plant. They can't stop the plant. You just need to hold him there. Nice win there. 2v1, but they're both on 1 HP.
Oh my god. Nightmare completely puts Rav in the
Wait,
grave.
what? Why are you planting there? What? Carnage! What the hell?
How are they winning? What am I witnessing?
Okay,
What?
I don't understand. He was planning in front of the white van while his teammate was laying on the side of the white van. So he was just like a free kill for Carnage. And Carnage like laid down in the middle of the floor. Like I don't understand what is happening.
Oh my god. This is for the 5th spot in Challenge League. Oh my god.
This might be for last place in Challenger League too. What is going on? Well, holy smokes.
I'm losing brain cells as I'm watching this, unfortunately.
I can't believe he was planning there when they his teammate was literally laying down next to him where he couldn't see anything. Like I don't know how they got that off, to be honest. A good job though, at least from Goober Squad to kind of bounce back there, because it was, I believe, a 4v2 at one point or a 4v3. But like I said, I don't really know that either team in this match is playing particularly well. It's kind of just like which team is going to throw harder the one round to the next, almost.
Basically. Also, one thing I really want to point out that's a fact, sadly, is that Goober Squad was the only team throughout the entire, from both qualifiers and playoffs, they were the only team to take a map off of Vicious.
They were up 5-3 on the last map too.
Yeah.
You know, that's old Vicious. I never know who's on Vicious. They drop a player like every 3 days, so. They
dropped Auda, and I think they're going to pick up Billboard since Least Wanted disbanded.
That's terrifying.
At least that's what it's looking like. At least according to the CCS qualifiers, they had Billboard on their roster. So I'm wondering if Fish is going to pick up.
Well, since they lost today, I think Billboard failed his tryout.
Maybe.
Because the thought of Billboard on that team is terrifying.
Yeah. And what's even crazier than that, Toon Squad slapped Vicious, and then Organized Chaos just came around and just, oh my god, it was an absolute domination coming out from Organized Chaos.
They slapped Cali with a really early pick there. Wait, where
What
did
is
he?
happening?
Where did he get that? Oh, he killed him off the rappel. That's the second time in a row that the Legion player has just like murdered somebody off of this rappel like immediately.
I think they just need to stop pressuring Cali from the windows and attack him directly, either underneath or, well, obviously not underneath because that's the site. But they need to move in, take out Carnage, and just try to flush out Cali, because Cali has been absolutely dominant upstairs.
I mean, so it looks like they want to push Piano, but somebody has to fill the spot of this Ash and play these windows. They're not like filling each other's spots, kind of like what happened last round where somebody didn't rotate to Piano. You can't push Piano if you don't have them cleared off the hatch. He could kill everybody running in.
Yeah, we're moving on up to the halfway point of the round. Mush has droned out Cali, I'm pretty sure. And you still have Carnage and Cali playing upstairs with half the round left to go, and the Legion still alive. He's just pocketing Doom Mines and piling them. Cali with the second pick onto the Thatcher. Hello?
It's just a lot of peeking with no drones too.
Yeah.
Mush had no idea he was there. He was just face peeking. Now they're droning up yellow. Like, little late, guys.
This is yeah, this is a yikes coming out right now, and Trank's gonna find the opening frag for Goober squad this time, again on yellow stairs. And Nightmare finds another one, so he evens things out. That's Cali off the board, but you still have Carnage playing up above in Projector with 45 seconds left to play, and Tranks with the diffuser in hand. I think there's somebody playing either in bathroom or antechamber, so Tranks can't make a move yet, but he still has both exothermic charges to his name.
I'm just confused. Like, I'll talk about it after. We'll see what happens in this round. Like, yeah, okay. You still didn't clear up top, guys. Somehow it's a 2v1 again. Planting in smoke. Okay.
I think they know that Euphoria is probably on the other bomb site, but Euphoria is just going to play time here and try to waste with both of his Echo Drones, so Plant's going to continuously go down. And it's up to Euphoria in a 1v2, pushing on in through the benches both. Okay, never mind. That's going to be Tranks just... Tranks just
okay.
A gunner.
So, I was like... ignoring the fact that Goober squad won this round, because honestly, I don't know how. Like, they didn't even open... They didn't open front door. They didn't open any of the windows. Nobody... Like, I don't understand what is going on. How are you going to push Piano and have nobody on the front rappels, nobody at flower pots looking through the windows so they can't run around Piano or Piano Hall? Nobody... my head's about to explode. The Capitao was in console shooting smokes down the hatch, and they never cleared out the player that was up there. Nobody ever rotated the console. This guy's just all of a sudden shooting smokes all over the place. Like, oh, I don't understand what's going on. I don't know how either team manages to win any rounds, because I'd forfeit them both if I could. Like, I'm just... Sheesh. I honestly think it's like nerves from this being such a, like, important match, and maybe both these teams not really, like, being in this position, but this is not, like... I don't know. I don't feel like this is CL caliber gameplay, which maybe I'm overestimating CL caliber, but I don't know, man. Holy smoke. Some of these rounds are, like, mind-boggling at some of the things I'm seeing.
Yeah, it's almost as if you could just take an ESA invite team and put them in here, and they'd probably beat either of these teams.
It seems like they would honestly probably be more coordinated, because like half the stuff that happens is because there's no drone. There's just like complete lack of awareness to like what's going on. People die, nobody rotates. Like, the game isn't just like hold your spot until you die. Like, you have to fill in for your teammates. You have to rotate to the sides the pushes are from. It's not just like, yo, I got this area, you get that area, good luck, see you in the next round. Like, that's not how you play the game.
I don't know, but Goober squad is winning rounds that they shouldn't be, and our bad is also winning rounds that they shouldn't be winning. It's, I guess whoever wins is whoever can throw the least, like you mentioned earlier, but this is rough to watch.
I don't know.
It reminds me of, I think it was Invitational. It was one of the Rogue games. I think it was Rogue versus Immortals. if you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Rogue versus Immortals. In that game, I think it was like a 3.5-hour game, and it was just a game to see who could throw the hardest to lose rounds.
Well, Rogue will win that every time. The throwing competition, Rogue's undefeated.
Yeah, but instant trades coming out to the
That's a
smoke
big
for
pick.
Sledge.
It's a big pick though, because the smoke and sight. Like, so one, projector's clear now, and two, obviously not having smoke in projector is a pretty big deal in terms of like deniability. They haven't done their bathroom huddle yet though, so we still gotta wait for that.
Yeah, Tranks is absolutely just probably the best player in this lobby. He's saved more rounds than I can count for Goober squad on this team.
And he's playing literally hard support. I think he's been.
Yeah, he's top, right?
I mean, I will say 6 of his kills were kind of impactless frags because they lost the rounds. But he's certainly doing. Okay.
Attackers have recovered.
Nice kill there from Tranks.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have repeaked.
No, diffuser's gonna go down either way,
Activating the
and our batter in a bit of a good position. But right as I say that, it's gonna be instantly shut down by Dez 2v2, and the Echo's still in play. I'm not too sure why the Echo drones weren't in there to shut down the plant, but moving on in, the Bandit's gonna fall. And it's
2v1 on
all up to
Euphoria again. It seems like Euphoria. Oh, why are you
There's
repeating
no way
that?
Euphoria wins this. There's no way Euphoria's gonna win this. He's 1 HP. Dez wins the
I
round.
honestly could not believe that the Buck repeat that. Some of the things I see people doing like give me like mini heart attacks. Like no. It's like if you have a child and you're watching them do something like just really stupid and you're like, no, don't do that. Don't do that, please. Like,
Don't do that. Come
like
back over here.
that's how I feel in this lobby. It's like every one of them is my child, and they are all idiots. Like none of my children are going to college. Let me put it that way. These people, this is a quick high school and done. Like from this lobby, I need something from these guys. But Goober Squad's built up a little bit of momentum here for sure. You know, I think it was 6-2. And honestly, if they didn't throw those 2 defensive rounds, this map's over for them. So they get this round, OT. There's never much love when we go OT. If our bad gets this round, they win the map. Keep in mind, this is our bad's map. So this is a big round for them. Also, little confusing to me that Cali is Mira. I don't... Like, when I think of Cali, I'm not exactly thinking of Mira.
Are you thinking of Legion or Jaeger?
He's just, yeah, he's like more of a roamer. He's like super aggressive, you know, so I don't think of him as like your mirror player. But I mean, at the same time, props to him for having the like flexibility to do so.
Yeah, maybe he'll pull a sweater and just start roaming with Mira.
10 seconds left.
Because Sweater is known to do that.
5 seconds left.
And that last round, I actually thought Dez was gonna die to Euphoria when he peaked. Oh my god, oh, this is making my head spin.
All right, so this is a big round though. So if our bad gets this round, they take the map. If Goober Squad gets this round, they kind of get to do a best of 3 in overtime. And for Goober Squad, that'd be a big deal because we've seen them throw like several very winnable rounds. I almost would even say they're playing better than our bad. They're just like temporarily losing their minds at times.
Yeah.
Now, the last issue we saw when our bad pushed Garage was that they didn't really clear out Tuffy here. And they didn't really like clear out anything Piano. So I want to see them like at least attempt to do that here, or they're gonna have trouble getting into Garage.
Yeah, so Carnage is located at the bottom of Spiral, and Dez is halfway through. So if he were to cook a nade here, I think he would catch Carnage.
I wonder.
off guard.
I don't know if he knows he's there because I have no idea if these teams drone or not. So it seems like it's kind of like just a stalemate right now. They're just gonna peek who. It seems like he knew he was there, but I honestly don't know. Okay. Yeet.
Dez is gonna toss a nade out probably for protection, but
Can I get a yeet in chat? What? And again, they haven't cleared out Tuffy, so he's able to just like.
He just rotated away.
Yeah, but if you're looking at the position
Attackers recovered the
of
bomb.
Goober Squad, where are they? None of them are holding any flanks. They have no top. Tuffy can just jump out console when they run in and kill everyone. Like, they're not clearing anywhere. Which is weird considering they have a Buck. Like, they have a Buck and a Habana. What are they clearing? Why are they bringing Buck if they're not even going to clear the map? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're just going to run in, but they don't have top control. Tuffy can just impact above them. Yeet.
Yeah, Cali finds one, but the plan is gonna successfully go down somehow, 4v3.
Wow, how?
And the diffuser is located now, so the defenders are aware of at least some kind of positioning, but Ozone will be relocated on the yellow stairs.
Ooh, big win by Tuffy. Huge win.
Tuffy's gonna win that gunfight, and Mush
They're on it.
creates out
They're on it. Diffusing. Wow. Okay.
Bomb defusing attempt failed. Defenders win.
Our bad takes map number 1.
I mean, to be honest, the attack for basement for Goober Squad is just really poor. Like, they're not clearing out any of the map. They're just standing outside a garage. So, as we saw both rounds, Tuffy was able to get picks from, like, piano or, like, yellow stairs area because nobody's clearing out. But if you're going to bring a Buck and you're going to bring, like, all this utility that has vertical pressure, you need to clear out or they're just, like, wasted. Like, what is Buck going to do if you're not even clearing out the map? He's just going to die like we saw that round. So that's going to do it for map 1. Our bad takes border, which was their map. Or sorry, I don't know why I just said border. Consulate.
Yeah, map number 2 is gonna be border.
Map 2 is border?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll change it to border. Let me clear the bands, and then I'm going to go to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, no problem. So that is probably one of the, I want to say, worst games that I've seen in a while. When our bad faced against Scylla's Gorillas, they looked a lot more on their game. But, you know, Goober Squad is also the team to take only one map off of Vicious. And it's almost like who can throw the least will win. So that's the EX from me, Chief. Welcome back, Steph. Your mic's still on mute. All right, so map number 2 is going to be border between our bad and Goober Squad, and that first map was.
My mic was muted. My bad.
Yeah, no, you're good. I have no words for that first map.
I mean, it was honestly, you could say Goober Squad might have even played better, or both teams played equally bad, but it's really back and forth. Obviously, I think either team could have won that map, and seeing as that was our bad's map pick, I kind of expect Goober Squad to win this map. We did see Goober Squad play Vicious Gaming very close on border, and when our bad played Vicious Gaming on border, they got like murdered. Like it was a crime scene. So I'm kind of expecting Goober Squad to take this map because I also just want to see a map 3, like winner take all. Map 3 comes down to one map. Like that's the kind of stuff that I like to see. So I'm hoping for a third map here, but I'm a little worried maybe on Goober Squad's like mental state after that map. Like I don't know if they're gonna be like, you never know what's going on with teams in terms of like how, if people are like tilted or mad or arguing based off of like losing. So I think this will be a really interesting map. I think it'll be a close one again for sure.
So going into this map, it'll be Goober Squad's pick, and hopefully they are able to work on their mistakes and try to play more as a team instead of just playing discombobulated. And hopefully they're able to fix their issues going to this map.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I just think Goober Squad's not that good on Consulate, and the fact that it was that close, kind of good sign for them. We scrimmed Goober Squad on Consulate yesterday, and like literally, holy smokes, those guys needed to call somebody. So I just don't think they're just a very good Consulate team. So the fact that it was close tells me that like I do expect them to win border. I really do think they're gonna win border. Now, having no mirror here obviously makes defense more difficult, in my opinion. I'm definitely going to be... I'm interested to see if this is going to be a close map, or if this being Goober Squad's map... I didn't mean to check his stats, by the way.
5 seconds.
If they can kind of, I don't know, play what seemingly is a little more coordinated.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers' objective is to locate a
Valkyrie Cam just being
Not good to
yeeted
get.
out.
Not really great to get. Okay. So they're doing a monitor hull, and somebody screwed up the reinforcements, because this can't be soft.
Wait, which wall?
Literally the long haul wall is soft.
Oh.
So if you're like Tuffy, you should call this. Ooh, unfortunate. They have no soft breach, so they can't actually do anything about that wall. They could just ash that open, but they do have to give up E-Box immediately, which puts Nightmare on an island in here. So Nightmare's gonna kind of need to big dick this if they want any chance to like salvage this kind of these reinforcements. Looks like the cap just crawled up mid-stairs. It is traded back. I don't know what's going on again. Like, how was he able to walk up the stairs if the Valk was right there?
Callie gets the opening frag onto Mush, but he's instantly traded out by Dez, rotating inside a workshop. I think that was probably just bad positioning coming out from Dez. And yet again, Nightmare's is Nightmare solo holding inside?
Yeah, he is, but he can't even play in E-Box. So like, they have this hole, so he can hold the crosshair. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to play that when there's a giant hole in your wall. So somebody, what reinforcement did they mess up? Let's call them out.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It has to be this wall. I feel like there's only supposed to be... You either don't reinforce mini here, or you only reinforce one armory wall and put it here. Because nothing
Did they
else...
reinforce all a triple?
No.
No.
Did they reinforce like some... If they reinforce something downstairs, I might freak out.
I probably would too. But over 2 minutes have passed and not a lot of action.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on.
Euphoria's moved on into offices, and Dez is still playing underneath inside a workshop. Thermite charge is getting planted, I think, by Rav on the single wall, so Dez is able to catch that.
They do need to clear... They are going to need to clear Dez out here or bait his C4 or go plant safe. Because right now, nobody's in position underneath to kind of clear him out. And this goes back to what I said like last map, is that people need to kind of like, if somebody dies underneath or like in an area, somebody else needs to rotate to fill his spot. However, it does look like they recognize that. They are planning safe. I don't know if they know it. The Echo Drone is not in position. Yeet. Yeah, too late. The echo is not close. Yeet. Missed it. I don't know how they were allowed to plant right there, to be honest. Run through triple. Run through triple. Run through triple. No!
What is happening? Dez is going for a flank, but this is all falling apart, and Goober Squad loses the first round, and wow.
Yeah, that was, I don't know how they were allowed to plant in a 4v4 there. Like, the echo was nowhere near sight. Obviously, you heard him echo after the plant, so it was so far that he couldn't even get on it in time. They had no pre-made holes underneath for Dez. Like, if you're going to do something like that, you should at least make a hole that he can C4 through, or he should deagle himself one, so that he can C4 that safe spot through the floor if they recognize he's down there. Because our bad had good recognition there and identifying that, hey, there's a Valk underneath, nobody's going to go clear him. So they went safe. The way to negate that is to, one, obviously, you have an echo there whose job it is to stop the plant. Or two, you have the hole pre-made for Dez, so he could have stopped the plant. So just kind of an error. I mean, obviously they messed up their like reinforcements as well. So I do feel like there's nerves on the side of Goober Squad, because that's just like, look, he's like marking it, like, hello, reinforce it.
I think they were.
Who was it? So let's see who screwed it up. It was Tranks.
It was Tranks.
So I wonder what he. So I'm guessing it was Armory Wall that they meant to not reinforce. Although I don't know why you would reinforce this side. Or is it Mini? Wait.
10 seconds to insertion.
What the hell? I guess they want this wall soft to fight the window?
Attackers recover the diffuser.
I guess so.
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
The problem with that is if they had a soft breach on our bad, they could just like, I mean, they could just ash or like even buck that and just rush the site. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. So a bit of a change in reinforcements. Maybe it'll work out in the favor for Goober Squad this time. And they're playing with their backs against the wall. They need to win this map as well as the next one, which I think it was Coastline, if I'm not mistaken. No, it'd be Villa.
Nice go from Nightmare there, and that's the smokes. So that's a huge kill. I don't know why Callie he just literally tried to jump in the window. Like, hello, Callie? I mean, he did get a pick just crawling up the main stairs, so maybe he's just like, listen, this is a dumb match, so the way to play this match is be as dumb as possible. If I don't know what I'm doing, you don't know what I'm doing, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeet, okay. He just blew up his Valk cam. He didn't like that cam, I guess. I don't know what that was.
Tuffy's gonna take down Dez.
Okay.
What is happening? Minute 40 left to play, and it's a 4v4, but you still have Nightmare sitting inside a CC, and 3 members of our bad are on the balcony. Tuffy takes down Nightmare, so it's a good shutdown.
Monitor control is lost now, and Mush is on 15 HP.
Yeah.
That wall's soft, so that's a little...
I think they were gonna probably have Tranks maybe peek out, but I don't know. This is looking kind of bad right now for Goober Squad, especially since all 4 members of our bad are on 100 HP, and Mush still hasn't been reset.
I think they're too scared to reset Mush because they don't know where the positions of our bad. Yeet!
Very easy frag to come out.
Good
from
droning
Tuffy.
though. They clearly droned him out, so that was good droning from our bad to know he was there. They also drone ahead again. I like this. When you have the control you need, drone sight so that you know where everybody is. There's no reason to take more risk. Ooh. Ozone's able to get a pick on 15 HP there. But there's no reason to like... Hello?
Oh my god. What Tranks finds one to 2v1 now. 20 seconds left to come out. No one's pushing him. He's able to vault over from Africa into
15 seconds
into archives. He'll
What?
toss out
What?
a pocket echo drone, and Plant will start to go down. I think the IQ is waiting, comes up,
Oh.
was able to stop the Plant from going down, and he'll have to push up. Does he have the room to work?
Wow,
Look at the down,
Tranks!
and Goober
Tranks
Squad
go!
wins the
Tranks go!
round.
Tranks go! What a play from Tranks there. I mean, also the awareness to kind of like know that's where he's planning and run over there and try to like, you know, I think a lot of people swing on the coverage guy there and try to kill the coverage guy. He just said, you know what? Screw it. If I die, I die, but I'm stopping this bomb. Really big individual play from him, and we've kind of seen him come super close to 2 like 4v1s. So, I mean, to be honest, he's kind of like, in my opinion, the one player on Goober Squad who maybe isn't like shaking necessarily, which I don't know you would expect that, considering that Goober Squad are a team that have like several players with LAN experience and just, you know, they've played comp for a while. It seems like they're just not, I don't know. I feel like there's just like some nerves playing into it, because when you see, and from both teams, because like typically in my mind, what that comes down to, when you see teams just making like ridiculous mistakes that you're just like, how the hell is this team even this far? You know, to me that's uncharacteristic, and that comes down to like nerves and like you're just worried about what's going on too much. So in my opinion, I think both teams have some nerves going. I just didn't really expect it from Goober Squad, because I know they've like, you know, they've played at LAN. They have people on their team who have been in CL. I think Tranks was even in Pro League at one point.
Yeah, he was in Pro League under WBG with Yeti and Gun Havoc. They were in year 2, season 2 Challenger League, and they won their relegation match. I don't remember who it was against. I think it might have been Lethal Gaming. But
you're like a damn thesaurus for competitive. How did you know that? If you asked me what team Yeti was on last week, I couldn't tell you.
I mean, I've been a fan of Yeti for over like a year and a half. That's an interesting Valkyrie cam. It's actually not bad.
It's weird, because normally you would throw it on this pole so you could see like west. I don't even know what you can see there. Like, you can see the window, but it's like literally in front of the window. So like every single person would see that. Like, who wouldn't see this cam?
I mean, it's been a bit of an interesting matchup so far. So maybe it'll pay off. But usually whenever I'm playing Valkyrie and I toss the camera out the window, I hop out and toss it over the wall, and it ends up going on that far end of the wall, and you're able to see like on top of the buses and kind of outside, and I just kind of play the window for audio. But yeah, like I was saying, I've been friends with Yeti for over a year and a half, and I just remember like watching him on WBG, just how awesome of a fragger he was. It was really awesome seeing him play, and so shout out to Yeti.
So they have Callie in a good position. He's in customs. He's basically able to cut off this rotate in blue, although Mush has been able to slip. What? Oh, I thought he was like slithering around like a snake or something.
Was he down?
No, he's playing his.
Oh
What?
my god. Mush is going in for a flank in customs, and I don't even think he's aware of it. Cowley gets the opening frag, but he's instantly traded out.
I mean, he just baited his best player. Tranks just died while they were playing Ring Around the Rosie, so.
Oh my god, that poor timing. So, Castle dead, Tranks dead. With Tranks dead, Goober Squad's done. In my opinion. At least that's been the case.
I mean, so far in this match, sure, but I do, like, in my opinion, I actually think Mush is like a good player. I just don't think he's playing that good in this match. Like when I played with Mush, I always thought he was probably the best player on that team, and that team was in Challenger League for several seasons. So I do think Mush is like a pretty good player. Although I think he stopped playing for a little bit, so maybe he's a little rusty. Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually have
seconds.
Mush actually has a really good opportunity here to flank upstairs if he wanted to. It looks like he's not going to do it, but Tuffy's just like.
Why is Tuffy all the way upstairs? There's 10 seconds left to play.
Because apparently there was a Jaeger upstairs as well.
What is happening? Oh my god, Carnage is gonna have to plant, and he's wasting all the time. Oh my goodness. Dez is the last member alive. This is going to be an easy win for him.
I
Jesus
honestly,
Christ.
I'm like trying to figure out what's going on with these people, and did just bodies hit the floor? Like, why? Why was the Jaeger in monitor? Like, Buck and Jaeger were fighting in monitor while everybody else was in sight, like trying to plant the bomb. Like, was that like a? That was like an anime battle in monitor while everybody else is like in sight, like fighting. Like these two guys are just like having their own battle over there. Like, what is going on? Why were either of them there? Why were either of them there? Seriously. What is Jaeger flanking in monitor when they're clearly going Archive Taylor? Just really questionable stuff going on from both teams. Again, though, I actually think both these teams are like dead even, though. I do think these teams are just really close to each other. Like any round, like basically almost every round we've seen, and that makes it a really good match, is that every round could have literally gone to either team. Like, I don't think we've seen, there's maybe been like 1 or 2 rounds that were just like super one-sided. But every other round has been winnable for both teams, you know? Which makes it like a good match, because you're just like, who's gonna throw this one? What's gonna happen here? Who's Goku fighting in monitor this round? Like, I don't know. It's a good match, but maybe for the wrong reasons. But
Yeah,
I do
Goku
think
versus Frieza.
I do think they're like really close.
5 seconds left.
I do think they're actually really close teams. So it makes sense that they're like here.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Yeah, Goku's taking a fight with Frieza inside of monitors that last round, which is toughy, and I don't even know who else, but it's like there's 15 seconds. The bomb site is over in workshop. Why is Tuffy all the way in monitors?
And why was the Jaeger there? He was like, I don't know. They were both in monitor. Like, wait, the site's not customs? Like, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. I think Nightmare was trying to fend off upstairs and go for like a very, very, very late flank, like 10 seconds left. But because Tuffy was here, he couldn't make that push. So I don't know if they droned him out and Tuffy was trying to fight him, or this is. Oh, that was an interesting matchup.
Yeah. Oh, so we do see, I think, Callie again. Yeah, he's crouch walked himself into a pretty good position here. He has their, like, rotate out of mini, which, as we saw the Echo here, like, that's where he's going to rotate, although it looks like he's kind of scouting for himself a little bit, or trying to. He has an inkling that there's a sledge down there, I feel like.
So Rav will find Mush on the Echo drone.
And Callie
inside
gets a
of
pick
half
from
wall.
that position I was talking about. It's just,
That's
like,
also
unexpected, because he's just, like, he's basically just doing, like, dumb crap, just, like, crouch walking in, jumping in windows like we saw last round, and catching people off guard. And, I mean, for the most part, it's working for him, but not reliable, obviously.
Yeah. So half the round is already gone. We're already on the last minute 15. Nightmare is still in the side of customs. I'm sorry, CCTV, but Tuffy finds the second frag onto Mush. So both Echo and Castle are dead, and a lot of planting now. Meanwhile, Callie picks up his second, and this is wow. That was over very quickly.
Yeah,
Bad wins
that
the
was
second round.
that was a pretty dominant round from. So like I may have jinxed him by saying there were no dominant rounds, but that was a really one-sided round. Tuffy again, he's 8-2. I think he was top frag last map as well, so he's just going off for them. But if you're Goober squad, that is the off site, so like really you don't expect to win that site. It's just like a bonus if you do. So nothing to be like too down about there. They just need to get these 2 next rounds, and you know they're sitting 4-2, which is good. I do think this map is pretty 50-50 considering that Glass and Ying are banned, and then you have Mira and Maestro on the other side. So basically all the like really powerful operators, I would say, for both sides are banned here. So I think it's pretty 50-50.
Yeah, I think so too. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water.
All right, good luck. Be safe out there. Why does it say E-Gang in the top left corner? I have no idea. That's my last name. That might be my ID on the like broadcaster thing. I actually didn't notice that. Let's see if I can change that actually while they're messing around. Let's see. Hold on. In-game edit. We'll do playoffs. And then okay, maybe it'll be updated now. Alright, so another army hold. They're going to go away. Wait, what? What am I missing? So they double reinforced off the front monitor walls. Didn't reinforce off anything 90. And castled off this door. And then, where did he put the other castles?
I don't know.
What is going on? Okay, so he puts one vent window, but there's a sledge. He's about to get it. Callie just fell off the map.
Did he just try to drop paint?
He just tried to, yeah, he tried to drop and he fell.
Oh my god.
I really wish there was a Valk cam out there. They could just kill them both right now.
Oh my god.
Dirty Dave, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, by the way, bud. Thank you. Alright, so Callie's at 50 HP. I don't know if you saw this weird setup they had, but they reinforced these two walls and then castled this door for some reason.
They're not even playing in CC, right?
Yeah, they didn't even play in there.
What's the point in that?
I guess they're like, the stopped them from having like a long angle. That's not bandited, so... I mean, to be honest, Nightmare should be playing Bandit here. I don't really know why you would not bring Bandit if you're gonna play in monitor. What? What? Give it up, man. Just get out. Oh, this guy's dead. What? How was he able to get out of that?
I don't know.
Carnage does get a pick on Mush the Castle, and then Ozone trades back Callie. So they're just finishing him off. He should have been dead already.
If Nightmare pushes up the metal stairs here at the perfect time, he can find Carnage in the back.
Carnage is super weak.
Yeah, I think that was Nightmare pushing up from metal and just couldn't find the necessary bullets in order to frag him out. But 30 seconds left to play. It's a 4v4, and two operators on both sides are very lit. And looks like they're going to be trying to go for plant maybe, but they don't have any smokes though, which is really interesting to see. They're taking an IQ.
They made holes this round too for safe plant, so Dez should be able to. Oh, they killed Dez. That's big.
A bomb has been located.
Stop the
Attackers are
plant.
activating bomb diffuser.
Wow, that was a huge kill. Dez had they made the holes this round to deny the safe plant, and Euphoria just pushed him out underneath and got the kill on Dez. So good job by our bad there, kind of like sending somebody down that round where they didn't last time. Maybe they recognized that there were holes there, so that was a good read by them. And then even though it didn't work for our bad, good job like making the holes and kind of adapting to what they planned in last round. However, just some questionable things really there. Like Nightmare stayed in his position way too long. He should have died. He should have gave that up. Also, they weren't running a bandit or a mute or like he could have easily bandit tricked that thermite on that wall and just delayed like so much more, but like I don't know how you expect him to play in Fountain with no bandit on the wall. Like it's just not doable. So I don't really understand like the position there, unless maybe they're supposed to help him more and they just didn't. So yeah, but a good attack there from our bad.
Attackers need to locate
And to be honest, it's getting a little scary now for Goober Squad. They're down 3-2. They need this map to stay in it, or they're done for good. And they need this round to go into attack 3-3. Keep in mind, this is their map. So you definitely don't want to be going down 4-2 into attack on your own map.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see how Goober Squad just manages to put themselves in positions where it looks like they have the round, and then all of a sudden they just sacrifice their lives and just give the kills to our
Yeah,
bad.
it does seem like, yeah, I was about to say that too. It's like they've been even or had numbers like at the end of basically every round, and then everybody just like dominoes, they all just fall, like they all die at the same time. So I don't know if they just aren't winning their gunfights, or they just panic whenever teams go for like executes and just start running around like chickens with their head cut off. But like they're 100% kind of throwing a lot of these rounds, and just like it's like boom, 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 death, 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 no trades ever. Just everybody dying on pushes.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's like fatigue or just mental frustration or what it is, or just like the shakes that come with trying to make it. But
Carnage gets a
first,
pick on Dez.
that's the dock dead, so that's really big. And Mush is gonna trade out Carnage. Okay. And Kali's
Tranks,
right near
Tranks.
Nightmare.
Tranks, shoot him in the back.
God. Tranks, please push up. Kali's gonna get spotted out.
This Jaeger is dead now, though. He knows. What? Yeah, Jaeger was dead. You can't allow. If you're Tranks, literally your job with that reinforcement is to make sure he can't get there. So Tranks was just holding like a Wody angle to let him like get to that spot. Because once he gets there, the Jaeger's dead. He has nowhere to move. And it's already a 4v3 at a minute 30. 2v4 now. This is not looking good for Goober Squad.
No, all they have is just an SMG-11 to work with, and the Echo, who's really not being able to provide much right now. But at minute 10, the attackers have so much time to work with. Kali's gonna get spotted out by Ozone, but not take any damage. Moving on over to Beepers. Just trying to make something work for himself.
Do you know what map Vicious Gaming lost to Goober Squad on?
I don't think so. I think you casted it, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I didn't cast it.
You didn't? Oh, I think it might have been on East Central. I can go back and look at the match page and see who casted it.
No, I'm just curious what map Goober Squad beat Vicious Gaming on, because I don't know why they wouldn't pick it, to be honest. Because they picked this map, but I don't like. I'm not seeing why, if that makes sense. Unless their attacks are like crazy. 4v2. So our bat is now 3 rounds away from qualifying for Challenger League, and Goober Squad are 3 rounds away from qualifying for early retirement. So, I mean, keep in mind this is the Goober Squad map pick, but they're down 4-2 going into attack. It's not looking good for them. Hopefully they're remaining composed, because I've seen a few questionable decisions from them that I would say are uncharacteristic. But, you know, if they're kind of unraveling right now, I hate to say, but it's probably over. So, I mean, they're just going to need to do something. Both maps we've seen Trink top fragging for them as their heavy support. He's playing Echo and Thermite, so I just... You know, your fraggers kind of need to do something. Ozone, Dez, and Mush just need to honestly just do more. Like, get some kills, basically. You can't... I mean, that or somebody else take hard breach and let Tranks play like Ash or something at this point, because nobody else is seemingly fragging with him.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out what it was. It was in the quarterfinal.
I think it was Coastline.
I think so. Let me check. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
10 seconds remaining.
So, from our bad side, they're doing a monitor hold here as well.
Before insertion.
Actually, the same reinforcements, too.
Attackers recover recovered the
Let's see if Cali can do kind of better. They did leave this wall completely soft there, which if you're Goober squad,
it was coastline.
interesting. So if you're
Yeah, they won. Let me see what the final score was. I think it was a 7-2 win, if I'm not mistaken.
wow.
Yeah, it was a 7-2 win against Vicious.
Yeah, so I don't know why they wouldn't have picked Coastline, to be honest. Unless I guess it was the only ban. Cause do these go ban, pick, or is it just ban, 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 ban?
I honestly don't know. This is the exact same roster that took down Vicious 7-2 on Coastline.
I'm assuming Arbad banned it, but I'm curious the ban system, because I don't know. It seems they picked it. So Arbad, so sorry. Goober squad picked border, but I'm not seeing like really why. I don't think I see anything from them that makes me think they're I mean great at border, to be honest.
Yeah. So at the end of that Coastline match, Dez and Tranks had double-digit frags, and Ozone had 9. Mush had 6, and Nightmare had 4 frags with 5 assists and 6 stats. But
Ooh,
they're
that's
looking a
close.
lot more shakier this matchup compared to when they faced Vicious, which is really bad.
Yeah, I mean that's just it comes down to like there's a lot more on the line now. Like we kind of talked about it before, but all these matches they've been playing, there's a second chance. There's one more game. You're not out of it yet. This is the only time they have a game where it's like, if you lose this game, you're done. That's it. Your CL aspirations are gone for 6 months. So I think that's like a big factor in it. And they're falling 5v2.
Goober
And
squad just looks completely out of it.
our bad are just getting that much closer to CL.
Yeah. After this, it looks to be 2 more rounds coming up for our bad.
5v1.
Already just another 5v1. Doesn't
Yeet.
eliminate himself. Jeez. That'll force him out of position, rotating to triple.
Nice
Finds a
shot.
pick. Wow. Onto the Echo of all people.
Nice shot, but it's a little too late.
Yeah, he has 30 seconds left to play and a lot of toxic babes to work through, and it's really just not going to work out in Dez's favor at this point.
Yeet.
Finds the second one, so unless our bad just manages to throw this round away in the next 20 seconds, I don't see this going in favor. And right as I say that, he'll get shut down by the dock.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know. Like at this point, if you're Goober squad, I don't know if they're. I'm sure they're frustrated, but I don't know what their comms are like. I don't know what their attitudes are like, and I feel like they might be like way like at this point it might be like too heavy for them to handle in a way. I kind of feel like that's it. Like I think that round just won the game for our bad. I don't think Goober squad kind of bounced back from that at this point. Because we weren't even seeing like really dominant rounds from either team. And then these past couple of rounds from our bad have been like really like one-sided. So I don't even see it as like, I think that our bad is playing better or the same, and Goober squad has progressively gotten worse. But
Attackers have discovered the location.
My bad, my
of a
mic was
bomb.
muted.
you're fine.
Yeah, I was saying that this is really bad for Goober squad being down 3 rounds on their own map and only being 2 rounds away.
Yeah, I mean
for
going into attack on this map when there's no Glaz or Ying and down 4-2,
To go.
not great. And then the fact that like, as I kind of just said, like the rounds have gone from like very close to our bad kind of like
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
pretty convincingly winning a lot of the rounds now. So it doesn't seem like Goober squad's like adapting or getting any better. It seems like our bad is like distancing themselves. Like we went from really contested rounds to just one-sidedness, which is never a good sign. To me, that might be a sign of like the spirits of Goober squad kind of starting to fall a little bit because they're struggling so much here.
Yeah.
Ozone gets a pick and then Cali gets a pick back. There's just a million people dying at once. So it's a 4v3, 30 seconds to the round.
Dez has been let up to about 45 HP now. It kind of works out in Goober Squad's favor, I guess. I mean, they lost their smoke operator, but other than that, they've taken down the 2 C4s and the only C4s coming out from our bad.
Yeah, those are 2 big picks. That are the 2 big. That's basically their only denial because they're not even running a smoke.
Yeah, I think they're relying very heavily on the C4s to come out whenever they push site. And now that they're gone, they just have to rely on pure fragging power. So just like that, they're going to forget about defending upstairs and rotate back onto site. And they forfeited upstairs control with over half the round left to go. But Carnage is actually still upstairs inside of Archives.
He's playing for like a cheeky pick here through a freak hole.
Yeah. I don't know, that's offices looking into Archives, I think. But
yeah,
either way.
No, it's yeah, like radio looking into. He's basically trying to get like a freak pick. If I died to him there, I would roast in chat.
Yeah. Tuffy finds a frag.
Tuffy, they trade it back, so it's 3v3. 50 seconds left with the 3v3.
Yeah.
Why does this guy have like a punch hole on every wall? What is wrong with him? He literally went from one freak hole to another.
I don't know if you've seen Silas Gorillas play, but Mex likes to, whenever he plays Doc at least, even Abonai, they'll utilize bullet holes instead of punch holes. And instead of having like a bigger target for the attacker to aim at, those bullet holes are kind of a nice surprise for the defenders to give to the attacker. And already Nightmare's just taking control of the site as he shuts down Tuffy. 2v2, but Diffuser's actually still in the hand of Nightmare, so they need to get the plant going. Carnage is still upstairs. He's the only one on site. That'll be a very easy frag to come out there for Euphoria, and our bad will move on to match point and Challenger League point.
Yeah, one more round from our bad here, and they're in Challenger League. If you're Goober Squad, they need 4 rounds in a row, or their dream is over for them. And considering that they were 1-1 maps and up 5-3 last map against Vicious Gaming, it's really surprising to me. Like, I wasn't even familiar with their team, and I heard that score, and I was like, well, they'll probably be in Challenger League just because Vicious Gaming has been so dominant against all the other like open qualifier teams that like just winning a map off of them in my mind is like, well, they're probably good enough. And I don't know if they just played like out of their minds that day, or Vicious Gaming is just progressively getting worse with every roster change they make every 6 minutes. But it doesn't appear to me to be like they don't look as good as our bad. And I kind of thought like either that or people just get nervous when I stream them. But they just don't look like even. They don't look like as close to our bad as I thought they would be.
Yeah, our bad is looking like Goober Squad is our bad.
Yeah, I mean, our bad. I mean, I'll say our bad hasn't exactly played the greatest. I think they played better on Border than they did on Consulate. But I mean, Goober Squad have just played pretty bad both maps. Like they just kind of haven't shown up, and I kind of didn't expect that from their team, considering they do have like experienced players. It seems like they're the ones who are kind of letting nerves get the best of them.
Yeah, probably that, and also a tilting factor works into it maybe. It could just be that comms are just blowing up, that loss after loss after loss.
Yeah.
And it's just really being the big...
I mean, I do think at this point they're like, probably even that last round, like I think a lot of it's like, you never want to give up, but you're like in your back of your head, you're like, fuck man. It's over.
Yeah.
All the grinding, all the scrims, all the like time you put into the game for the past however many weeks, all the open qualifiers you played, all the scrim time, it's all done. It's all for nothing. Because you didn't qualify. All the time you put into the game, all those hours you just put into the game, you get nothing out of it. And like when you start thinking about that, you're like, well, I'm a fucking loser. Like, holy shit. Now what do you do? Euphoria just gets a nice pick outside of the wall. I don't even know if they're aware that wall's open, to be honest.
No, it's a really nice setup coming out from
The attacker's bomb
our
diffuser
bad,
has
but
been dropped.
right away Des is gonna get a frag onto Cali, so trading out a thermite for a bandit is not ideal, but it's a pretty interesting setup the way that our bad has it going. I don't think a lot of teams expect the walls to have like peek holes for ACOGs to peek through, and that kind of caught Tranks off guard, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, at this point though, you kind of have to like expect the like weird freak shit from our bad, because they're kind of at this point just like, I mean, we see them make those holes every single round, and then that's just not smart. You open the wall and you're just full sprinting across it.
On your feet.
I think Tuffy heard him getting picked up.
I think so too.
Ooh, gun.
Wow, absolutely shredded.
I can't
If
see
you're
him in
trying
the
to climb
smoke
for the
though.
slug, but he's
How is he
directly
just
below
standing
him.
in front of the open wall? Is what I was about to say.
I don't know, but either way, that's gonna work out in favor for Goober Squad. They get the plant down and they have man advantage. Euphoria is also on 1 HP, not utilizing his echo drones, and Rav is also at half HP. So this could be a round going in for Goober Squad, but I think this is it for Goober Squad. The next round is gonna go in the favor of our bad, unless somehow Rav
nice
manages
shot.
to work
2v2.
real good magic. Flames coming out. Rav runs into a Claymore.
Yeah,
It's
he has
all
like
up
5
to
HP.
Euphoria.
He's gonna die to the flames if he tries to get on it. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm guessing this next round's gonna go to Goober Squad, or gonna go to our bad, despite the round win here, because for one, it is bathroom tellers, and they've just been playing absolutely sloppy the entire match.
Yeah. You know, that's a round that you're expected to win if you're Goober Squad, because it is the offsite, and they went bathroom teller for some reason. So I think yeah, I do agree that like this is the round where I kind of expect our bad to finish it off, and if they don't, then you kind of say like maybe there's a chance. Like if they make this 6-4, that's maybe a little momentum building. They're also bringing out the Monty, but I mean Echo and Legion and Smoke are kind of hard Monty counters. So our bad does have a good lineup to deal with the Monty.
Yeah. So should Goober Squad make this round work out for them? I honestly think we might see an overtime match, but I think someone in your chat was also saying that every match you cast doesn't go to overtime. It either ends at 7-5 or it's a complete blowout.
Yeah, I'm like thinking back on it. Out of every game I've casted, I think every single one was a 2-0. I don't think any game I've casted has gone even 2-1 maps.
See, that's
What
the
the
opposite for me. Nice shot, Carnage. Nice shot, bro. My God.
Wait, how did he?
Was that a misclick, or I think there might have been? That's the Echo dead too. Hello.
Yeah, that's the Echo dead. But like, look where he is. How does Carnage even kill him there?
What is happening, man?
Like, what is Carnage shooting at that he kills his Echo right there?
I think there might have been a drone that hopped up, and just the poor timing. Maybe. This is a huge maybe, but God, that's tough. And Carnage can't even hop through the wall here. I don't know if you were watching the match from our bad versus SG the other night, but
I think I watched like a little of it, but not all of it.
yeah. So Carnage was on Maverick on Clubhouse. He doesn't know how to Maverick a wall open.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Oh
I think
God.
we were casting him. We casted them against I think Vicious Gaming, and it took him like 2 minutes to get open the clubhouse wall.
like how you horizontally cut off the metal so that way all the sheet metal falls off and you can just soft destruct it. He did that, but the moment the metal fell off, Mex was playing in the garage rafters with Doc and just completely slapped the Carnage off the face of the earth. It was the best thing I've ever seen.
All right, so having your Echo team killed when there's a Monty on the board is not great, because Monty obviously can be countered by Echo pretty hard. So
Yeah.
that was literally the worst player that Carnage could have team killed there.
Yeah.
Although I don't know what they're doing. They're not like following up the Monty.
Yeah, Mush is just pushing right on in. Or is that Mush?
Yeah, it's Mush on the Mon.
So-
What? Why did you just ADS?
Okay, that is probably an even dumber play. From
Hit
Team
your
Trouble.
shots. Carnage is shaking.
Oh my god, Carnage is absolutely losing it. What is happening? Goober Squad just throws the round away and they
I mean,
somehow
it's a
make it
2v2.
2v2.
It's a 2v2 right now.
Oh,
Carnage
man.
has to be shaking. He just missed that guy in the bat and team killed.
My god, I think Carnage is having the CCS shakes right now.
He most certainly is. It's a
This
2v2, which means that out of those trades, this guy just flicked on his own teammate.
Attackers recovered the bomb.
Goober Squad actually came out on below because, you know, they were man down. To be honest, I don't know what Mush was thinking with the mirror, like, why he tried to ADS there. He literally had the Jaeger trapped there in the corner. He couldn't have done anything, and he tried to ADS. So that was just, like, shaky in itself, honestly.
Dropped the diffuser.
Yeah, it's just pretty
Attackers
bad.
recovered the diffuser.
But last 20 seconds coming down, it's up to
Attackers have
Rav
located
and
the bomb.
Legion.
Seconds left.
Ozone moving on in, trying to find the frag.
It's like one
Trades
more
it
round.
out, but it's a 1v1. 10 seconds left to play.
Oh,
Can he find the
and
frag?
that's it.
Our Bad moves on to Challenger League, and they will see you in Season 9, Seth.
I'm shaking just thinking about it.
I think this is going to be a free win, Kappa.
We're the free win.
Yeah, they're going to be playing so shakily, it's going to throw you guys off, and you guys are going to end up losing.
Yep. But congratulations to Our Bad. Unfortunate for Goober Squad. As you see, Tuffy, Euphoria, and Karn all dropped double digits. I think he had like 13 on the last map too.
Yeah, Tuffy was absolutely insane.
So Tuffy, definitely showed up today. But that's gonna do it. We now have our 8 teams for Challenger League this season. Our Bad filling the last spot. So congratulations to them. And with that being said, that's gonna do it for us tonight. Thank you for watching. Thank you for Uzumaki for joining me on the cast. And you know,
You play 5-4?
yeah,
Interesting. I play 4-3.
we're crazy, huh?
Yeah, we're gunners.
And you know, congratulations to Our Bad. Sorry to
Goober Squad.
Goober Squad. You know, I've played with a few of them. They're cool guys, and it's you know, you hate to see friends kind of lose, but somebody has to in the end. So
Yeah. Very well played that last